All right, gang, welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. 1 week ago today, legendary St. Louis radio station KMOX made a monumental move to FM radio?
What?
I know, it was in all the papers. So while the station will also remain on their AM channel, 1120, this move to a new FM signal, huge stepping stone in this legendary station's history. And we are thrilled to be joined this morning by none other than Dave Glover, host of the aptly named Dave Glover Show.
What are the odds
How are
that
you?
he would get a show
I know.
that was the same of his name?
The only reason I got it.
They were looking for a Dave Glover, and there he was.
There I was.
So I'm reminded of the meme, like how it started, how it's going. Yeah. So we're 1 week in. How does everybody over at the Mighty Mox feel like it's going?
It's good. There are a few confused older people, you know, they aren't sure what FM stands for, but it's been great. It would be like if you guys were on public access and then you went to Channel 4. I mean, it's that big of a change. Yeah. I think everything, I really think everything is going to double. You know, ratings, revenue, it only took 100 years. Like literally this is our 100th year. So now it's something I've been pushing. I've been on KMOX 5 years, I guess. And something I really pushed from day one. And I didn't think we were going to get there, but we finally got it across the line. So it's been
funny
great.
you say that, because if this doesn't go well, we're going to be on public access.
Yeah. There's talk.
I'll still do the show.
But again, we do want to remind everyone, you are still on AM.
Yes.
That's not switching.
No, that will never change. We're on AM. We are on Odyssey.com. The podcast is very popular. But from now on, we're hoping that everyone's home is going to be 104.1 FM.
And how will that add for the St. Louis audience then?
So it's just a much better, bigger, beefier signal. Goes from sort of Festus to Litchfield, and it's great since we're a talk station. You know, you got the high fidelity, but what's really great is Cardinal baseball. Yeah. And being a baseball dork, I couldn't wait to hear it on FM, and it's even better than I thought it was going to be.
And plus, you can still hear it in Florida, like I used to when I would get off work after my late show, and I would listen to Jim White in the middle of the night. What other changes? Any? Yeah,
so we've changed. We were leaning a little bit more into sports since we have so many of the.
So are we.
Yeah, look at
so
that.
Weird.
We should get this together. So in the morning, we have Chris and Amy, 9 to noon. At noon, we have the Gas House Gang, which is Chris Ranji and Tom Ackerman and Mike Claiborne. And then my show from 1 to 5. And then at 5, we have the Redbird Rush Hour, which is Kevin Wheeler and Matt Pauley. Then into Cardinal stuff and postgame. You
know why they're leaning into sports and why we're leaning into sports? Because it turns out people in this town, they kind of dig sports.
Yeah, that's
right. Like, it took us how many research projects? And,
you know, when you think about it, the legacy of that radio station is almost unrivaled. Very few radio stations in the country can say what the history of KMOX has included over the eons.
Yeah, it's like that illustration of the evolution of man, where it goes from like Carney to Jack Buck to Mike Shannon. Then there's this tiny little troglodyte named Dave Glover.
It starts going back down again.
It'll flip. It'll come back.
It's like the stock market.
All right.
Yeah, it goes up and down.
It's just a correction. We'll be back.
I'm a correction.
Right. Just to make good with your managers, tell everybody where they can find you again on FM now.
Yeah, 104.1 FM.
Okay.
KMOX.
And still available on 1120 on.
Yes. Hear him in high fidelity. In stereo. Do you talk out every once in a while? Do you just do this just to mess with the old people?
You know I do. Anything to mess with the old people.
You're talking to them right now, by the way.
My gosh, I didn't know there were any old people watching.
Hello.
Gee, sorry about that.
It's most of our audience, David. You can find KMOX at 104.1 FM, as Dave mentioned. For more information, check out their website, KMOX.com. We're also going to take this segment and post it on FirstAlert4.com/greatday right after the show. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.